Hello, everyone out there, and hello, Miles. How you doing?
I'm okay, little buddy. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, Miles. So what's up with you this morning? What do you got going on?
I just finished my breakfast and now I'm going to the office to work a little bit on my computer and make phone calls and do adult stuff.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening and not watching, Miles is not here. Despite my pretty spot on imitation of him, he is unavailable today. So I'm just going to have to do this show solo this week without him. If you're curious, Miles was last seen climbing Mount Everest. Okay, not the Mount Everest that we all know of when we think of Mount Everest, but Mount Everest in Covington, Kentucky. It's a roller coaster. His side hobby is scaling roller coasters in the winter months. Yes, he is as weird as he sounds. So, Miles, this show is dedicated to you. And since you are not here, I'm going to have to talk to the audience as if they are the co host. So, audience, has Star Wars affected your life? Hmm. I'm just pausing for your answers. Oh, really? Did you have action figures growing up? Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you remember seeing the films in theaters? Oh, you're way too young. Your grandpa saw them in theaters like me? Oh, that's really sweet of you to say that. A little mean, but sweet, I guess, in your own way. Did you have any favorite characters? Like was Spock one of your favorite Star Wars characters? If you said yes, shame on you. That was a trick question. Spock is not from Star Wars. He is from Battlestar Galactica. Ndoy. Now, I'd say more than any other franchise, more than Marvel, more than Fast and Furious, more than the Police Academy movies, Star Wars has been felt across generations. It's in pop culture, it's everywhere. And there are super fans. And we are going to meet one of them today on Pull My Leg. I really miss you, Miles. I hope I can get through this episode without you. So, audience, can we just take a moment of silence to reflect upon some of our favorite Miles Harrison episodes of Pull My Leg? R.I.P. Tide. Riptide. He so loved that television show. It ran from 84 to 86. It was a great show. Or maybe it wasn't that great because I'm pretty sure none of you remember it, but you can look it up. It really did exist. Oh, Miles is fine, by the way. He just can't make today's show. I probably should not have said RIP because I could see where you would think that meant something else, but I was just spelling the word Riptide. Today's show is all about Star Wars. More specifically, can you love Star Wars and still lead a normal life? And we meet someone trying to prove that yes, it is possible. So, lightsabers, life choices. This episode has it all. Meet Derek Eric, who is not surprisingly between jobs. Not sure if he lives on his own now or if he's still in his mom's one-car garage. We'll find out. Derek claims to live a perfectly normal life aside from his Star Wars shrine and his cosplay schedule and an ongoing feud with a guy named Chad over who shot first. And let's be honest, it was Han. Han shot first. Can a Star Wars superfan still function in today's society? And we are about to find out. Spoiler alert, the odds are approximately 3,720 to 1. Can a Star Wars enthusiast hold a job, maintain friendships, and still quote Yoda without losing all social credibility? Let's find out. Hello, Derek.
Hello, how's it
Hel-
going?
It's going really well. How are you?
Hanging out, just a regular day.
Yeah, well, where do we find you today?
Well, I'm just this is sort of my lair here. This is
Uh-huh.
where I hang out, where all the things get done.
Yeah, the lair. Can you describe that to people who are listening? Because I see you have a lot of your friends with us. I see a Darth
Oh,
Vader helmet. I see a
oh,
little Grogu.
this Darth Vader helmet took I think 2 days to put
Oh,
together.
that's Legos.
Yeah, it was Legos. It was
Hmm.
hundreds and hundreds of pieces. So I live above the above the garage.
Oh, not in the garage.
No, no,
Okay,
not in the garage.
that's my mistake.
Above the garage.
Yeah.
My mom lets me keep the droids in the garage.
Okay. Yeah, that's where your workshop, basically, probably,
Essentially,
right? Yeah.
essentially.
So You're a lover of all things Star Wars. I mean, that's why you're on the show today, but you're also a normal person, right? Like
Like,
you would never walk the dog dressed as a Jawa, which is, I assume, how you're dressed right now.
no, no, this is a Jedi cloak, and I do walk the dog in a Jedi cloak. Sometimes you need
Cloak.
a little protection, especially against some of the bigger dogs that are out there. My dogs are pretty small.
Yeah. Well, that will keep the big dogs away when they
Definitely.
see you in that Jedi cloak. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Answering, of course, the first question, what is your love life like?
Well, I mean, that's a bit complicated. It's sort of like a sunny day on Tatooine. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, right.
You never know. You just,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, things are going well. I meet a nice lady and we start, talking and she asks me what I'm into and I start talking about Star Wars
Yeah.
and, you know, usually it fizzles out from there.
So there is no costume in particular that really impresses the ladies?
No, I mean the closest I got once was coming in dressed as a tauntaun,
Uh-huh.
and that left a lot of mystery,
Yeah.
but eventually, it didn't work out.
I just heard 50% of our audience skip this podcast as soon as you said Tauntaun, and they have no idea what we're talking about. Well, we're going to continue, Derek.
Thank you.
Star Wars is known for its memorable lines, right? Like, May the Force be with you is obviously the most famous. Then there's, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Absolutely.
Is that kind of your morning mantra before you log into any sort of Zoom meeting?
My morning mantra before I log into any Zoom meeting is because I sense that there'll be a bit of Star Wars rejection, is I say they're all having delusions of grandeur.
Uh huh. That's what
Everyone,
you
not
say,
me, them.
right? What about it's a trap? Like, have you ever shouted that in public and meant it? It's a trap.
I've only shouted that once, and that was in high school when they tried to get me to take the SATs.
Yeah. Oh, that is a big time trap.
Definitely a
And
trap.
be honest, because we've all done this. When was the last time you said do or do not? There is no
Oh,
try.
oh, I pretty much said that like I say that almost every day.
Hmm. To
That
yourself in the mirror or to
to
your
my to
friends?
myself and well, I don't have a ton of friends. I've got,
Mm.
one buddy, Sam Slam, and Sam is he's a pretty cool dude. He came into Star Wars late. He saw the prequels and thought they were decent, so I had to straighten him out a
Oh,
little
yes, you did.
bit.
Right. Right. What about I am your father? Have you ever used that line at a parent teacher conference or a job interview or even on a date?
No, I mean that would be creepy because I'm nobody's dad. But that would
Right. I understand.
I dream of being able to say it, but that would be pretty creepy.
So I am thinking of a planet from the Star Wars universe, one of the millions of planets,
What system
which
is it in?
I'm sorry.
What system is it in?
Well, it's in
What
the
planet?
outer rim near
Okay.
Tatooine. Do you know what planet I'm thinking of?
I'm struggling to, get my mind out of the Dagobah system. So no, what planet are
Yeah.
you thinking of?
Ryloth. Ryloth. So I'm
Oh,
sorry you missed that one. Yeah, it's the home of the Twi'leks. It's a humanoid species with two large fleshy heads slash tails growing from their skulls. Duh.
oh,
Yeah, but you
oh,
knew that.
they're probably horrible trumpet players. They don't get to play the trumpet or the oboe on Tatooine at all.
No. Oh, it's outlawed or it's just something that they just don't do.
They just don't do. Too
Yeah.
many heads. It's hard to get all organized.
Yeah. Derek, if you could have a lightsaber duel with anyone in real life, who would it be and why?
That's an excellent question. I will tell you, I did on Halloween attack an 8-year-old who made the mistake of being dressed as Kylo Ren, and I beat him down
Yeah,
to the ground and
justifiably.
justifiably. And I told him effectively that if I see him again, all his candy's mine.
Wow. How did the parents take to that?
They knew he deserved it.
Yeah, right. That's
I
good
could
parenting.
I could tell by the way that they were yelling and screaming.
Yeah. Have you ever refused to date someone because they called Yoda baby Grogu?
Oh, that's
That's sacrilege, right? It's
That's,
unacceptable,
I can't even. I can't. that's the end. That's the end game. Can't do it.
right?
No,
What
no,
is a Grogu anyway?
that's a definite deal breaker.
For people who have no idea.
Well, You mean
If there's somebody listening that's never heard of
millions of
Grogu,
millions of people have, of course, watched The Mandalorian. I'm sure they all
yeah,
have an idea, but it's still a bit of, it's still a bit of a mystery why this tiny little baby who's got a midichlorian count that's off the charts,
off the charts.
extremely force sensitive, happens to look like one of the greatest Jedi Masters to ever live.
Yeah. And speaking of midichlorians, like how many do you think you have?
You
And
know,
what even are
when I go
midichlorians?
when I go to the doctor and try to get them measured, I give them my blood all the time. They tell me to stop showing up
Okay. Because your midichlorians were so high?
because they don't know what they are, and I can't
Oh,
believe the medical establishment these days. It's unbelievable. I
yeah.
mean, don't even get me started.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
It is. It is absolutely ridiculous.
What I'd like to do, Derek, is I'm going to put, hopefully you can see this, a minute on the clock.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to, oh, it just disappeared. I can get it back there. And I'm going to ask you a question. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds of uninterrupted talk time for you to answer this question.
Okay.
And there we go. Okay. So I just started it.
Okay.
Uh, what would it be like in real life if George Lucas never created this world you're obsessed with? Like, what if George had never created Star Wars? What would your life be like? And before you start to answer, this is usually when Miles, our co host, chimes in and he tries to distract the person I'm interviewing and eat up into their time. It's a funny little gag that he does. And usually the time starts to run down and you don't have enough time to answer, but I'm not going to do that. Okay.
Oh,
So,
sounds
but
good.
I'm going to give you six. It
Could you
looks like,
repeat? Do you repeat the question again? I'm
sure,
sorry.
sure, sure. If George Lucas never invented the Star Wars universe, what do you
Mhm.
think you'd be obsessed with instead? So you have 60, sorry, you have 17 seconds to answer that.
You want to ask another question?
You know what? I think we're done with this segment. I'm probably just going to go ahead and ask you a different question. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
You see what I did there?
No,
You didn't even know.
I have no idea.
Your mind is not strong enough. I use the force to get you to ask me a different question. I shouldn't even tell you, but
Seriously?
I do it all the time.
Wow. That was very good. That was very good. Your buddy C3PO, how do you think he would survive in today's job market?
He would need medication.
He
C3PO
would.
has very high anxiety.
He's
Very,
already pretty anxious droid, isn't he?
he is the most anxious droid I've ever seen. And, people say that droids don't have emotions, but they do. And
They do.
C3PO is clearly evidence of that. But I
Yeah.
don't think he would survive. One, the traffic.
Mm,
He's never done well when there's a lot of vehicles around. He's usually screaming and yelling. And when R2's not there to hold his droid hand, it gets very, very
yeah.
strange.
He's always feels like he's doomed.
Oh, he definitely always feels like he's doomed.
Right.
Always, all the time.
Yeah.
And just the stopping at a toll, he would
Oh,
feel chased and trapped.
yeah.
Wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
Work out. He'd
You
have to
said,
work from home, I think. I think 3PO would have to work from home.
yeah, he could do that. And he's multilingual. So I feel like there would be something for him out there in
Definitely.
today's world, but it's certainly, maybe we'll explore that on a future episode.
That would be great.
Tell me, what is the proper etiquette for addressing Chewbacca in a professional setting? Because Chewie is way too informal,
Chewie is definitely, first and foremost, don't look a Wookiee in the eye if you're just meeting the Wookiee.
obviously.
And then you kind of have to,
Yeah.
and you got to hit it at just the right octave so that they know that they're dominant, okay,
Okay.
and that you come in peace.
Yeah. Is that how you say his name in Wookiee? Or what was that noise you just made? Translate it.
Honestly, I don't really know.
Uh-huh.
But I know that every time I meet a Wookiee and I
Yeah.
greet them that way, I walk away with my arms intact.
That's a good thing. C3PO knows a thing or two about that, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
If you could only keep one, your dignity or your Star Wars collectible lunchbox, which would you keep?
I gave up my dignity years ago.
Yeah.
That lunchbox is probably worth all the pennies that are no longer being printed.
That is the right answer. Do you think Ewoks were adorable freedom fighters or just extremely organized teddy bears with a taste for blood?
Ewoks are very, very misunderstood. I have to go with freedom fighters.
Freedom fighters. Okay. And along that same line, when we're talking about freedom fighters, on a scale of 1 to Sith Lord, how bad do you want a pod racer for your morning commute?
Oh,
I mean, if
unbelievable.
you had a job.
If I yes, if I
Yeah.
if I had a place to go, I would definitely want a pod racer.
Yeah. I could see that. Those seem like fun. Nothing like the thrill of being behind like a jet engine going a million miles an hour in between rocky cliffs.
Oh,
That makes you feel safe.
oh, definitely, definitely. And the way you hold on, I mean, it's definitely fuel efficient as well.
Oh yeah. It's green energy for sure.
Oh, absolutely. No, see, have you ever seen smoke behind a pod racer?
Never. Only the ones that catch on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Derek, have you noticed that wearable technology can track just about everything these days? Your watch counts your steps, your ring monitors your sleep, your glasses can even record everything you see. Well, now, thanks to the innovators at Somatech Industries, your dreams are finally getting the upgrade they deserve. Introducing the Dream Weaver 3000, the world's first wearable that detects what you're dreaming while you're dreaming it. It senses you're having a bad dream. Maybe your teeth are falling out, or you're back in middle school and can't remember your locker combination. Dreamweaver 3000 gently stimulates your brain's pleasure center and redirects your dream into something more positive. So instead of losing your teeth, you're gaining compliments on how white your teeth are. Instead of forgetting your locker combination, the cutest girl in school is giving you her number. Text me tonight, hot stuff. And thanks to patented Neuro Nudge technology, Dreamwear doesn't just change your dreams, it changes how you feel about them. Because sometimes it's not about facing your fears, it's about rebranding them. The Dreamwear 3000 Sweet Dreams, guaranteed, available now at Bed Bath and Beyond Consciousness. So I want to thank our sponsor today for that wonderful new Dreamweaver 3000. Would you use that if
Oh,
we provided you with a complimentary
I
pair
would
set?
absolutely, Weaver. I have a recurring dream
What is that?
from high school.
Hmm.
I used to, well, they called it running track,
Uh-huh.
called it the Kessel Run.
The
And I
Kessel
would
Run.
show up for the Kessel Run in full Jedi garb,
Yeah.
and essentially they would pound me and I wouldn't get to run.
You never got to complete the Kessel Run.
I never got to start. They would beat me up as I was walking to the track.
Why so much hatred?
And those were mostly the little sisters of the actual high school athletes. It was terrible.
Yeah. How old were they, you think?
Probably 7 or 8.
Oh,
They get really tall at that age.
that's rough. That's a rough memory. I'm sorry I brought that up. I will not send you a complimentary set of these new Dreamwear
Well,
3000, whatever
if
it's called.
if I could program the dream and I want, then send it. If not, then I don't want
That'll
it.
probably be a part of the upgrade, probably the new operating system. Derek, I like doing top fives on this show. So I want you to think of the top 5 countries on Earth where you think Jabba the Hutt could find a really good all you could eat buffet.
Oh,
So, what countries do you think would
well,
top that list?
it's gonna be America first, number
Number
one.
one. Yeah, duh. That's a
Either
no-brainer.
I would think either one of the Carolinas and Java would be perfect. He would definitely find an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Right.
I would tell him to steer clear of the sushi.
Oh,
It's
yeah, in the Carolinas.
yeah, it's usually
Yeah.
older than it looks. But
Uh-huh.
I would say the Carolinas definitely. Um,
Well, we are talking about countries, not just
I bet
states.
Brazil,
Brazil, you think would have a good all you can eat buffet.
would have a
Oh, the
great,
steak, the meat down there would be so good.
unbelievable. And I think Canada would have the most polite all-you-can-eat buffets.
Yeah,
I would
right.
imagine. I would
It'd be
imagine. So if we do America, Brazil, Canada, I mean, right there, we're covering a lot of territory. I do wonder
yeah.
what all-you-can-eat buffets would be like in Russia. Do you think they have all-you-can-eat buffets in Russia?
That's a really good question. I think half of the buffet would probably be filled with snow that they kind of shipped in from the parking lot. And then borscht would be the other half of it. So,
Hmm.
okay, Russia. So, what would be your fifth country that you'd put in there?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. Good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's what I was thinking too.
Hmm.
You mentioned Kylo Ren earlier. Do you think he needed therapy, or was he just more of a lightsaber first, feelings later kind of guy?
Definitely therapy. I mean, you stop listening to your uncle, then you kill your dad.
Yeah,
You fall in love with someone who has like twin powers to yours in the Force. It's all kinds of wrong.
right. Yeah,
Serious, serious therapy.
yeah. I hope he gets the therapy that he needs for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
I don't even know where he exists now in the Star Wars timeline. It gets confusing because Rogue One is technically a prequel, right?
Technically.
Technically a prequel. And I've totally lost my chain of thought because
Well,
it's
it's a
a
sequel. It's a
prequel.
sequel.
It's a sequel to
The prequel.
the
It's a sequel
prequel,
to the prequel, but a
right?
prequel to the ones that we all care about.
Yeah. How do you explain that to a casual fan? You can't, can you? I don't even get it, and I'm a pretty big fan.
It's a sequel to a prequel. It's a bridge.
Yeah.
It's a bridge. That's what Rogue One is. You
You
get
know,
to
there.
understand effectively a bit of how the Rebel Alliance, you know,
Yeah.
made the universe what it is,
Hmm.
the information that they needed to get, that vital information that
Yeah.
was passed off to Princess Leia, that she was able to move forward about the Death Star and its weakness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essential.
Yeah. It is. Speaking of essential, I think one of the most essential characters in Star Wars lore, of course, is Jar Jar Binks.
How dare you?
Have you ever tried to defend Jar Jar Binks though in public? And did your friend stage an intervention? Like, how did that go?
Jar Jar, my friend singular, and I have
Mhm.
discussed that Jar Jar should be stricken from the canon.
Ooh,
Jar Jar's a no-go. Jar Jar was a mistake.
yeah.
Jar,
What I was saying about him being an
Jar-
essential character, you know, I was kidding, right?
oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, touchy subject. We'll move on. Um, if you could wear Mandalorian armor in public without any judgment, would you ever take it off?
No, and who
No.
would worry about judgment? If I had that armor, you
Oh,
go
you
ahead.
wouldn't care. You wouldn't care what
Judge,
anybody thought.
judge me to my face behind this mask
Uh-huh.
as I raise my laser and shoot you.
Yeah. He's a shoot first, ask
Oh,
questions later
oh,
kind of Mando.
there's a lot of bounty to get.
There's a lot of bounty out there.
It's a big universe.
It's a big universe. So, which would you rather have? A Wookiee as a roommate or a Sith Lord as a boss?
Oh, definitely a Wookiee as a roommate.
Yeah.
You already know that I know how to speak Wookiee, and Sith Lords, they're just so tricky. They're always
Yeah.
sort of hiding in the background, and then they paint their face red and they hit you with a double lightsaber. Who needs that?
The double lightsaber, I know.
Can you imagine? Like it's Friday, it's 5 o'clock, you're walking out, and all of a sudden you see these two red beams coming at you, and
Because you didn't file your TPS report on time.
you gotta stay and do TPS reports, and they're
Yeah.
due Monday morning. No way.
Yeah. That would suck
That would
to
be
be
awful.
split in half by that thing.
Be awful.
Yeah.
Uh,
And HR doesn't even care. HR kind of lets the Sith Lord do whatever he wants to do.
and again, all you got to do with a Wookiee is let them know they're dominant,
Hmm.
keep them well fed, and they'll pretty much fix all your machinery for you,
Yeah.
and beat up who you need beaten up.
Is there a favorite food you think your Wookiee roommate would love to consume that's not native to his home planet or her home planet?
I think Wookiees would love brisket.
I bet.
I
Yeah.
really think Wookiees would enjoy brisket.
Yeah. Mm. Now, that's making me hungry now for Wookiee. I'd actually like to try Wookiee
Oh,
more than brisket.
no, can't eat a Wookiee.
So, Derek, I just have one question for you. I know you're a big Mandalorian fan, and I want you to complete the sentence because I feel like this is the way is an incomplete sentence. So, give me the rest of it. This is the way blank. What's the
To
rest of
tie,
that?
to tie your shoes without laces. Have you noticed their
This
shoes?
is the way to tie your.
No
I thought it was,
Mandalorians,
yeah.
no Mandalorians wear shoes with laces. Have you noticed that?
No, is that a real thing?
That's a real thing.
So he was just trying to explain how important it is to get shoes without laces because of all that time it saves you. But is it
Who
just
has
because
time to,
it's a
who has
better
time to tie
catchphrase?
shoes? Who has time to tie shoes when you've got that many bounties to get?
This is the way, and this is the way to ruin a perfectly good podcast by spending so much time talking about Star Wars. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's the only thing to talk about. I think
This is going to be the most listened to podcast, I think.
one of all time.
Hmm.
Of all time. It's going to top Conan. It's going to
Conan.
be this podcast
Yeah.
and then Conan. That's what it's going to be.
Then
And I think,
Conan.
and I think it's because
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to talk about a universe where there is a hero inside you that you've yet to discover?
Yeah.
You get to sort out all of your daddy issues.
Hmm.
You get robots to help you do really important things. Really, really important
Yeah.
things. And you realize the entire time that there are ghosts around you that you could talk to and ask questions to.
Yes.
Who wouldn't want to talk about that podcast?
And sometimes those ghosts look like one person, and then you talk to that person 30 years later and they look like Hayden Christensen, you know?
Like completely different actor popped in as a ghost. It's so strange.
Yeah. I like that.
Number one podcast in the world. Number
Number
one.
one.
All Star Wars podcast. Number one.
Well, Derek, Eric, if you could share this with your friend, Sam, and I'd appreciate that. Thank you for coming on the show. I wish you luck in your job search and good luck fixing all those droids you have in your basement. And are there, oh, you're breaking out the lightsaber as we say goodbye.
As we say goodbye, just to let you know.
I wish we could hear that sound effect. You might have to just make that noise with your mouth. Can you imitate what it sounds like? Derek, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Thanks for coming on, Pull My Leg.
Thank you. Great to see you. And may the force be with you.
Well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? So, Miles, it's now time for Ask Us Anything. This is when I forgot Miles is not here. So I'll just ask the audience for your answer. This is when we answer viewer mailbag questions. Clearly, there's not one for me because usually Miles reads that for me to answer. So I'm just going to ask you, the audience, a question. This comes from Felicia Ortega from Santa Rosa, California. And the question is, can a houseplant be emotionally manipulative? You'll just have to send your answers to us because I can't hear you. If you're talking to your radio in your car or your iPod or your Zune or however you're listening to this show, I can't hear your answer. You know that, right? All right. Well, that was fun. All right, let's get to the truth bomb, shall we? This seems like a silly thing to talk about during the truth bomb segment, but can Star Wars fans lead normal lives? Of course they can. Have you looked over my right shoulder? There's Darth Vader, an action figure holder, a little carrying case for all of my Star Wars dolls. I suppose they're not dolls. So of course you can. Derek Eric, who was played by my good friend and Star Wars fan, believe it or not, Ty Holmes. He's a very normal, very successful, very talented, very hilarious person. And he is good to the core. So loving lightsabers doesn't prevent you from paying bills or doing your laundry or cheating on your taxes. Star Wars fans, they lead normal, respectable lives. They're just the only people I know who both have a mortgage and a replica Boba Fett helmet in their living room. So why are we even talking about this? Star Wars fans are completely normal. People obsessed with Harry Potter, however, totally different story. We miss you, Miles. The show wasn't the same without you. In some ways, it was better. Let's be honest, and I probably shouldn't be airing my grievances now, but you are an anchor around my neck. You are holding me down. On next week's show, a small town in Maine is switching from Wi-Fi to carrier pigeons. Miles and I will be road tripping to Cumberland, Maine. He doesn't know this yet, so it's going to be a surprise for him. And we're going to get down to the bottom of this bold new initiative. So I can't wait for that road trip with my best buddy. Good times await. So thank you for listening, everybody. If you like what you hear, don't keep it to yourself. Share on your socials. Text your friends. If you have funds to buy a giant billboard in your town that promotes Pull My Leg, we'd love for you to do that for us because we have just a little less than $0 in our advertising budget. So we depend on our devoted fans to do all of the work for us. So thank you. And with that, remember, the glass isn't half full or half empty. It's just dirty. Thanks for listening or watching on YouTube. We'll see you next time.